What's up, America? You know what time it is? It's 12 o'clock. It's time for the most exhilarating, electrifying, entertaining show on the internet right now. That's right. It's time for Lunch Break, brought to you by recteq, powered by Kingsford. It is Steak Week. All week long, we are bringing you some of the best, most delicious steak recipes that we know to take your holiday season straight to the top floor. Well, without any further ado, I'm going to pass it over to my good friend, our master chef, Greg Muller.
What's up, Facebook? Appreciate you guys joining us here at the recteq worldwide headquarters in beautiful Evans, Georgia. The clouds are breaking, the sun is shining. Why? Because it's Steak Week, and we've got some slamming recipes for you guys today. So do me a favor, go ahead and smash that share button and comment down below so all your friends and family can check out this delicious recipe, because today we're going to throw down the most amazing Mediterranean stuffed flank steak. This is an oldie but a goodie, and you can really tweak this to your liking. Maybe you want to do like a cheesesteak stuffed flank steak. Maybe you want to do like a blue cheese stuffed flank steak. It's going to be amazing. We'll show you guys how we do that today. And again, comment down below, because Chef John is on the ones and twos. He'll ask all those hard pressing questions that you guys have, because this is Steak Week.
That's right.
Here at recteq. And every time I think of that, I think of Shark Week.
Yeah.
I get kind of excited for Shark Week, you know, but it's Steak Week. It's a little bit different, right? It's fun.
I'm still equally excited. Equally as
I think
excited.
it's more exciting because we get to eat this.
That's true.
We get to eat this, not be eaten. That's, you know,
That's right.
usually a good thing to go with. You know? But
Too soon. Too soon. He said too soon.
All right, so we got a timeout. We got to back it up a little bit. We did have a tragedy here at recteq over the weekend. Sometime Sunday, those of you that have come and enjoyed this beautiful facility that we have, our big fish tank, kind of in between the restrooms, kind of had a malfunction. Something happened, we're really not quite sure, but that tank lost all 700 gallons of water, and we did have a minor flood here, but we did lose all but 2 of the fish in that tank. So take a second with me, we'll have a brief moment of silence, and hopefully we can get those 2 fish back here soon once we figure out what's wrong with the tank. But all right, back to Steak Week.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Steak Week.
All right, so Chef John,
Yes.
you're a man of the meats.
Yes.
What's your favorite cut of beef?
Well, you know what? That flat iron steak was delicious yesterday.
It did not suck.
It did not suck at all. But ribeye, you know, I'm traditional when it comes to steak.
So you
What
like
about you?
Like a little more of that fat, right?
You know it.
I'm kind of a non-traditional guy when it comes to steaks, right? So, I mean, obviously people are going to say ribeyes, they're going to say fillets, they're going to say, you know, beef tenderloins, you know, strip steaks. I'll say more inferior cuts. So I'm a fan of like flank steaks, London broils, sirloins even. I'm a man of the value. Why? Because my kids eat like savage fat kids, okay? And we ain't ribeyes and fillets around the house because it is too dang expensive. But flank steak oh man, look at this. Drives me nuts.
It does.
That was on the bottom of the pack. You sneaky devil butcher guy, you. Big gash in the meat there, Ben.
Big gash.
Look, listen. All you butchers and meat packers out there, you work at grocery stores or whatnot, don't be that guy. Open the cryovac away from the meat, because that's what you did. I guarantee you this flank steak was on the top. God, so frustrating.
So frustrating.
All right, but I like you know, a little more dense cuts, a little more flavorful cuts, because again, the more that muscle works, the more blood that pumps through it, the more beefy flavor it's going to have. But we're going to salvage this flank steak, and we're going to make this thing delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and take off just some of the fat that's on the top. Again, that's all fat. I'm not getting crazy with it. You know, we're going to eat this thing. It's going to be delicious. But sometimes these things don't break down as much, and I don't want big pockets of fat.
Chef Greg, top fan Greg Collins says his Dr. Pepper London broil is to die for.
Ooh, go ahead and drop that recipe down in here, this Dr. Pepper London broil. I'm a big fan of Dr. Pepper, and I'm a big fan of London broil. Now, under here, you can see this is really thin. I can probably see that silver skin through the piece here. So I'm probably going to end up trimming this off because you don't want to eat that, all that silver skin. And you can see this is going to go right down to that fat seam. So what I'll do is I'll probably just trim this off. And you're only going to lose about an ounce or two of meat because that's all kind of silver skin and whatnot in there. But I'm kind of upset about that gash, John.
That really does affect your days a lot when that happens. You don't like it.
If there's a way to set me off, that's the way to do it.
That's
This
true.
is kind of a little unevenly shaped, which is fine. We'll show you guys how to make this work. And we're going to go ahead and butterfly this bad boy open. So I'm going to take that knife. That smells like popcorn. Did we make popcorn?
Mindy, that's Mindy's corner.
God, she's making some snickerdoodles.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the knife and I'm going to butterfly that open. And that way we can stuff the inside of this bad boy. You could do this with London broil. You could also do this with filet. You could do this with ribeye. A lot of your favorite cuts of beef. Now this is kind of thin right here, so I'm going to start here and then cut this open straight across.
Chef Greg, is oxtail considered a steak, or what is that considered?
I mean, oxtail is definitely a beef. You can't really stuff that, but yeah, oxtail is delicious for making soups and stuff.
Okay, I recant. That's my favorite right there, oxtail.
I like to gnaw on the bone a little bit.
Yeah, me too. That's delicious.
All right, so now we got that butterfly. That's simple, just like that.
Some good knife skills right there.
I mean, I am a professional.
You are.
All right, so dirty hand, clean hand. See, it drives me nuts. Clean hands. Let's go ahead and season this bad boy up. We got some of that Boar's Night Out, White Lightning.
Love that stuff.
I mean, we put in everything. It's great on popcorn. Maybe it could be good on snickerdoodle cookies.
It's good on
you guys
salad.
can check that out at AtlantaBarbecueStore.com. Make sure you use that code recteq10 for 10% off.
Yeah, I love that stuff on salad, Chef Greg. I made a salad the other day. Sprinkled some of that White Lightning on top.
I mean, who says healthy can't be delicious?
That's right. It needs to be delicious because it's healthy.
All right, we got some Colton's Freaking Greek. And that's going to give us all that great herb flavor.
Top fan Andy Cowley asks, could you flatten and not butterfly this?
You wouldn't want to pound it out. It gets mushy. So I butterfly it. That way I still have good texture to the meat.
Okay.
So we've got some spinach. This is 1 pack of spinach that we've cooked down, and we've squeezed all of the water out of it. And we're just going to kind of lay this spinach kind of evenly across this flank steak. You don't want like big thick pockets of spinach, but you kind of want to cover about 2/3 of the flank steak. And that right there looks about 2/3. We've got some caramelized onions. We've got that, again, 500 degrees, put a cast iron skillet in your recteq. Slice some onions thin, saute them down to their like good golden brown. Hit it with like a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar.
That's right.
And then let that vinegar evaporate, and it's going to get nice and sweet and delicious.
But guys, put in the comment section what you would want to stuff your flank steak with. Maybe you'll surprise us, teach us something we already didn't know.
I mean, we had fan favorite week the other week, but that doesn't mean we can't learn from you guys all the time,
I
because
love
you
it.
know what? We don't mind taking a thing or two from y'all's playbook.
For sure.
All right, so we got some beautiful sun-dried tomatoes. Now, these were packed in olive oil, so they're going to be nice and juicy. I'm going to kind of pack that in there. Oh, man, oh, man. And I love me some feta cheese.
Yes.
I love the acidity, the brininess, the saltiness.
Yeah, especially with all the other toppings you have to go in there. That's going to really complete the package.
I mean, this will not suck, John. All right. We're going to move this. Now we're going to roll this bad boy up. God, I keep getting stuck. My pocket keeps getting stuck on our microphone string here. All right. Now we're just going to roll this bad boy up. And as we roll it up, we're going to kind of give it a squeeze.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, buddy. And like I said, that last third will kind of hold all of our stuff together. Just like that. And if you get stuff that comes out, you can pack it up. Just like that. Just kind of give a stuff.
Yeah, they're saying mushrooms would be really good in this, Chef Greg.
Now, you want to be careful with mushrooms because there's a lot of moisture in mushrooms. And we don't want to make this thing, like, soggy. All right, there we go. So now we have this roulade of flank steak.
Yeah.
But we can't cook it like that because if we do, it's going to be a little unruly, unwieldy. Ain't going to work out so well.
No,
so we're going to grab some butcher's twine. And you guys can find butcher's twine at your local store. And I'm not going to trust this like you've seen me do in the past because I want to give you guys options. So I'm going to cut this into a couple pieces. And again, you could do this with multiple cuts of beef, not just flank steak. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and grab our butcher's twine. And there's also butcher's rubber bands. If you don't want to tie it, you can use rubber bands.
Yep.
So
it's true.
All right, so here we go. Really simple. Take that string right in the middle. Cross over once, cross over twice. Torque it down. And that's going to hold that knot in place. And then just one more time. Was that a square knot, I think? Not fancy.
Look
just
at you,
secure.
Chef Craig, dropping knowledge.
Okay. Now, we're going to continue to kind of squeeze from the middle out because we want to make this a nice, even roast. But we don't have to cook this whole. We could actually cut this into steaks.
Oh, that's cool. That's a great idea.
Catch me outside. How about that?
That's right.
All right. And this is easy. You can prep this the day before. That way it's in your fridge. It's waiting on you. Turn that recteq on as you're driving home from work after a long, hard day at the office. Crank your recteq up to 500 degrees.
All right, we got a lot of questions about adding mozzarella cheese, Chef Greg, and mushrooms. People want to know if you squeeze the moisture out of the mushrooms, would that be acceptable to use?
Shoot, yeah.
Gilbert Gass asked, could you use some of those dried Italian mushrooms? They would absorb the moisture and as they reconstitute.
Well, you want to make sure you hydrate any dried mushroom. It'll never rehydrate fully like that if you were to use a dried mushroom. So if you're going to go that route, just rehydrate it beforehand. And this side over here might be a little interesting, little skinny, but it's going to work out nonetheless. But great way to add some value and, like, you know, be a showstopper for your friends and family here.
For sure. It looks amazing, Chef Greg.
I mean, it will not suck. So what we could do, allow this, get back in the fridge, get this good and cold. But we got to season the outside. So a little olive oil. Let me get some gloves here. And we're going to put some little more love on this. We're going to hit that with a little bit more of that Boar's Night Out White Lightning. And then we're going to put some heifer dust over the top. Because this is beef and this is steak week. Steak and heifer dust go hand in hand. So I'm going to rub that olive oil kind of all over. Again, if little pieces of cheese fall out, just kind of just give a little tuckaroo. All right, so we got that Boar's Night Out White Lightning. You're just going to roll that roast. You got that Ben's heifer dust. Ooh, chow, please. All right, just like that. But we have options, John, because I told you. I love it. This is not a one recipe go.
Okay.
We could roast this whole, so you get a sear kit flat side up, sear it on all sides, and then take it off of the sear kit and then cook it to an internal about 133 degrees. Or we could cut this into steaks. What do you guys want? Comment down below. Okay, we got about, I don't know, 30 seconds. If we're going to cut this into steaks or if we're going to cook it whole. Because if we cut it into steaks, really good for portion control. You've got these delicious pinwheels. It'd be amazing. Either way.
Chef Greg, Tony Verco asks, could you stuff this with crawfish boudin for a crawfish or Cajun surf and turf?
Yeah, as long as you send us some boudin, you sure can. I mean, we're equal opportunity boudin eaters around here. So if you're going to throw a challenge out like that, the address is 4301 Evans Deluxe Road, Evans, Georgia 30809. Just go ahead and send us some boudin. How's it going, guys?
All right, we've got a few people for whole. We've got one person that says doing steaks. Jerry Ferguson says steaks. Bill Taylor says steak week. Larry says whole. Chad says whole. It looks like whole right now, Chef Greg.
I tell you what, let's go opposite day. Let's cut it into steaks.
Okay, I think he wants us to cut it into steaks, everybody.
All right, so we tied it individually, so we basically can just slice it in between like that and then make our pinwheels. Look at that pinwheel right there. Like that's how you do it, people. You bring that to the dinner table. I don't care if you pissed off everybody in your house. You bring that to the table, you have just redeemed yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So now I've got 5 really, really, really nice pinwheels of that Mediterranean stuffed flank steak. But we've also exposed more surface area for what, John?
So more smoke can get to that and more seasoning, Chef Greg.
Shoot, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that just like that. And then we got the sear kit flat side up because you know how I roll. Crispy is the name of the game.
That's right. Texture.
It's the time of the show. Hashtag get on in there, Sherp. Come on, buddy. 500 degrees. Sear kit flat side up. And we're going to crustify these
those
Mediterranean stuffed flank steak pinwheels, because why not? It is Tuesday. It is lunch break.
That's what I'm talking about.
And once they get done with the pictures, again, if you're looking, you ain't cooking.
That's it.
Once they get this done, we're going to shut this down about 4 to 5 minutes aside, and that's going to give us the perfect texture on the inside. But I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my mess here because you know how we roll around here, John.
Man, that smells great. What's going on? I'm just stuck in that smell right now that's coming off that grill.
Because I wouldn't have cut that into steaks if I didn't have one already whole for you guys.
That's true. I already knew you did, too.
Of course. So we went ahead and seared one off just a little bit ago. And Sharp, let's take a look here. We seared it off on the flat side all over. I put it in the RT590 to kind of keep it going. And we're at, we're at like 80 degrees. So got some good smoke on there. I'm going to put it back on this grill hot and fast to finish cooking this bad boy just like that. So in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, we're going to have something really, really good to eat.
That's what I'm talking about.
The recteq is going to give us all that flavor that we want. We're burning those delicious Kingsford Classic Blend pellets. Super hot. We're running 500 degrees on RT700. We got that 40-pound hopper. That thing is good all week long. Chef John, you got a question for me?
I got a couple questions for you. First one's coming from Bobby Gerald. He asks, could this be done with a brisket flat?
Yes, you could, but you have to braise it. So the brisket flat is going to be a much tougher, much denser piece of meat. That's going to need more time to break down and get tender. So you could stuff it, smoke it, and then wrap it tight in a foil pan, maybe with some beef au jus, and that way you can get some good tenderness to that brisket flat as well.
All right, next question's coming from top fan Lisa Grossman-Inman. She asked, what was the weight on the flank steak?
So we were just shy of 2 pounds on that flank steak. We had a really good deal at the grocery store that was only $6.99 a pound, so good value there. But just shy of 2 pounds. That's plenty for your good family of 4. Now, if you're making tacos, you could stretch that a little bit more, but we love flank steak around our house. The biggest thing with flank steak is you don't want to overcook it, and you want to make sure you slice it against the grain there. 2 keys for perfect, delicious, moist flank steak.
All right, next question comes from Crystal Field Klein. She asked, if you could only get one, Chef Greg, which would you get, the 340 or the bullseye? I need my first recteq.
So, I guess the question is, I gotta answer the question with a question. Do you grill more or do you smoke more? Because the RTB 380 excels not just at low and slow, but it gives you that direct fire grilling for all those amazing hot and fast cooks. So if you're kind of more of that hot and fast gal, steaks, chops, burgers, dogs, that kind of stuff, and kind of smoke occasionally, that RTB 380 is the grill for you. Now, if you live your life on the road, you travel, camp, tailgate, maybe you have an RV or a camper, and you find yourself exploring all of these beautiful sites around the United States, that RT340 is hard to beat. Those legs fold up flat. It can be used as an outdoor oven for anything from briskets to biscuits and everything in between. But again, it's more of that indirect lifestyle grill, very similar to the 700 and the 590, just a little bit smaller. So definitely not a wrong decision there, just which one fits your lifestyle the best. But if you have any specific questions, you can feel free to email me or Chef John.
Yeah.
Chef Greg at recteq.com.
Love getting emails.
Chef John at recteq.com, and we can, maybe give you a hand tailoring that grill to you, Miss Crystal Fields Klein.
That's right. So Vince Smika wants to let everybody know, too, that the grill grates are on sale right now. And if you get 50% off, you use promotion code FESTIVE15.
Okay. Cool.
Just so you know.
There you go. People out there sharing the love.
That's
sharing
what I'm
the
talking
love.
about.
But again, we're going to look for an internal about 133 degrees on these steaks because we don't want to overcook it, because we like our meat nice and moist and juicy and delicious around here. we're medium rare kind of guys.
Time and temp on the whole, Chef Greg.
So the whole, you're going to sear it off probably 8 minutes in total, and then had I not taken it off of that grill, maybe another 12 to 15 minutes. But I knew we were going to tie it up, so I threw it on this one to kind of keep it hot, give it some smoke before we finished it on there. But let's take a look at these ones that we sliced into steaks, because I think they're ready to get flipped, because I can smell that feta cheese kind of caramelizing,
yeah, it
kind
smells
of
so
tasty
good.
and delicious. Look at that. And again, we're cooking all over. Oh, man, right there. That is looking...
Ooh, buddy.
And that feta cheese and that spinach is almost making like a cream spinach filling
Oh,
for
man.
that.
He said cream spinach. Yes.
All right, so let's close it up. About maybe 4 more minutes, and I think those pinwheels are going to be done. And then after that, we can take a look at that large one that we tied up, because I think it's going to be pretty good. Again, 133 degrees on the internals we're looking for. Man, looking at the iPad right now, John, I can tell you, they looked amazing.
Yeah, they look great,
We
right?
need smell-o-vision, though, because all of the people on the recteq breezeway right there, there's like
Yeah.
at least 35 people.
Yeah.
I thought it was raining, but they were actually drooling.
Yeah, if we
You
had
know,
smell-o-vision,
right over there.
we'd break the internet. We would break the
I mean,
internet
this
if we
is
had
the most
smell-o-vision.
watched show on the internet
It
right
really
now.
is. You got 270 people right now watching.
Man, 270?
Yeah. You were
270?
You were up to 3 something.
Okay, come on, people. Go ahead and smash that share button, because this isn't just like some run-of-the-mill recipe. This is Mediterranean stuffed flank steak.
It sure enough
It's
is.
flank steak pinwheels. I mean, who doesn't want to make this for dinner? Get on after it, people. Come on now.
I'll
Maybe
make
I need
it
to
for
start
dinner.
singing. Because, Chef John be getting some love with his beautiful, angel voice lately.
Yeah, love and hate. It's we love the hate just as much as we
Hey,
love
you know
the
what?
love.
If they're hating, they're jealous, right?
That's right. That's right. Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
And if you need someone to hate on, who better to hate on than Chef John? That's what I
Oh,
say.
man, be nice to Chef John. Dude works hard around here. Any other good questions or comments, Chef John?
They're
coming in?
loving it. They're super. They want to know what pellets you're using today, and they wanted you to go over time and temp on the sliced ones.
All right, so we're burning those delicious Kingsford Classic Blend pellets. Going to give us all of that high temp BTU that we're looking for. Plenty of smoke, plenty of flavor at 500 degrees. So we made a roulade. We butterflied that flank steak open. We seasoned it with some Boar's Night Out White Lightning, a little Colton's Freaking Greek on the inside for that herbaceous notes. We added some sautéed spinach, some caramelized onions, some sun-dried tomatoes, some feta cheese. We rolled it up tight. We tied it tight with some butcher's twine. And you guys can find this in the meat section of your grocery store. Sometimes they're in packages or rolls. Super handy to use. The ones we sliced into individual pinwheels, you're right about 4 to 5 minutes aside at 500 degrees. Again, internal of 133 degrees is what you're looking for. It's medium rare. On the larger roast, we rolled it and seared it on all sides. It took about 10 minutes, and then you want to move it to the grates, and probably about 12 to 15 minutes there, because it is a pretty dense piece of meat. But as that spinach starts to warm back up, those onions, all that liquid's going to get in there and make that happy. And chef tip, when you're temping your pinwheels, you want to go in through the side, because if you temp down through the bottom, you could be temping the cheese or the spinach, which might give you a false reading. So make sure you temp it through the side of the steak for a good, even, consistent temperature. What's up, John?
Chef Greg, Cha Lee, I hope I said their name right, wants your email again. They're debating on between a recteq and a Traeger, and they have a couple questions before making the decision.
Absolutely. Chef Greg, CHEFGREG at recteq.com. That's RECTEQ.com. Or just give us a call, 706-922-0890. We'll be done filming here in about 20 minutes, so you can feel free to give us a call, ask for Chef Greg, or any of our fantastic customer service reps that are working right there, know all the ins and outs of our grill and pretty much every pellet grill on the market. We'd be more than happy to talk to you. Shoot me an email, give me a call, or just give us a call, and any of the sales guys that answer the phone will be more than happy to help you out. Chef John?
Lee Patterson asks, what's the difference between flank steak and skirt steak?
Okay, so skirt steak is going to be like the inside skirts we cooked last Wednesday for those delicious tacos. It's a thinner, longer piece of meat. It's essentially a diaphragm meat, so a little bit more spongy. Great flavor, though. The flank steak is going to be more of an oblong shape. It kind of looks almost like a skate wing. For those of you that enjoy skate from the ocean, they're delicious cooked, but not as dense and spongy as skirt steak, but equally as delicious. Flank steak is one of my favorite meats to make beef jerky with. Cut that fat off, cut it with the grain, give it a soak in your favorite marinade for about 24 hours, and then low and slow for about 5 hours, and you have some slamming beef jerky.
Sure enough.
I think it's time we check these steaks, because if my nose tells me something,
Yeah.
it's telling me that things are almost ready to go. Again, 500 degrees, looking delicious. And again, to get the good temp, go straight in through the side. We're about 107, 110. We're getting there, John.
That's what I'm talking about, Chef Greg. You never disappoint. Chef Greg, Eric Mans asked, what is the non-recteq white rub he's used?
Boar's Night Out White Lightning. Again, this is one of the rubs we use a good bit here, as well as the competition circuit. Boar's Night Out, good friends and family of the recteq nation out there. You can pick this up at boarsnightout.com or join our friends at Atlanta Barbecue Store. That's atlantabbqstore.com. You can check this out along with multiple competition rubs, sauces, and injections. Use that discount code recteq10 to get 10% off. And if you have any questions about some good rubs, feel free to shoot us a message or give Brian or Ellen a call at Atlanta Barbecue Store, and they will definitely help you out. Good stuff. Chef John, what you got?
Trey Owings asks, how are you cleaning your grill grates? And he wants to know the code for that, and it was Festive 15 was the code. 15, Festive 15.
And I think that's with our friends at Grill Grates.
That's right, grill grates.
Yep.
But how are we cleaning those grill grates?
So I don't really clean mine. I might grab a metal scraper or a spatula and get them good and hot and just kind of scrape over the top of the flat side. As far as the ridges, we do have a grill brush that fits in the valleys or the channels of that grill grate itself to clean that out. You definitely do not want to put them in the dishwasher. If you want, you could put them in the sink with some soap and water, but just like Grandma's cast iron, be really, really, really careful about how you're cleaning something, because again, you took time to add flavor to those things, and obviously, yes, you want to remove food debris, but you don't want to remove, seasoning. And as you cook on these more, they get non-stick, so don't want to ruin that. Keep it nice and simple, and you can burn them off as well. So when you're done cooking, leave the grill on for their 10, 15 minutes or so, and then allow. I think Sherpa just got bit by a bee.
And then by a yellow jacket?
And then I think the yellow jackets are going after Sherpa. Allow that stuff to kind of burn off, and then it will just kind of flake away. So I think these pinwheels are done. I'm going to pull these pinwheels off as Sherpa recovers from his bee sting. But that right there is looking something fierce.
Looking delicious, Chef Greg. It smells delicious. I cannot wait to tear into one of these things.
And what you don't want to do is rip into one of these right away, because, again, that meat's got to relax a little bit. So let this kind of hang out. Let it rest for just a couple minutes before you cut it up. Okay? Allow those juices to relax. That cheese will kind of calm down that spinach. But look at that sear, that crust all over that piece of meat. But you know what? I think we need just a little more feta cheese, because I'm a feta cheese kind of guy.
Maybe some Kalamata olives too, Chef Greg, would be okay?
Kalamata olives would be really good.
Okay.
Be really good. So, Shirt might need to go to the hospital. He is looks like he's going.
He's going to be fine. He was an archaeologist. He's an archaeologist,
but it looks like he was starting to swell a little bit. Sherpa, we want to keep you safe around here, so if let us know, we can gladly take you to the emergency room should you need. Our friends and family at Doctor's Hospital are right down the road.
You're so funny. You're so funny. All right, Chef Greg, they have some questions about pellets now.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, so let's talk about the comparison between Kingsford and the recteq pellets. If you've just been using our pellets, the recteq pellets, and now you're trying to switch over, which would you say compare?
Fantastic. So I'm a big fan of the classic blend. It'll be probably the most comparable to the ultimate blend. But the beauty of those Kingsford pellets, you can find them locally at any of your favorite retailers. We're talking Walmart, Sam's Club. You can go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Dollar Store. 20-pound bags, they average between 11 and like 16 bucks depending on what sales are going on in your area. And then you can also mix it up, because they've got some hickory, cherry, maple. They've got the signature blend as well. So really hard to go wrong with those Kingsford pellets. You'll find that they produce really clean burn, not a lot of ash, tons of flavor to your food, and more importantly, you can get them everywhere.
Yeah.
Sherpa's really concerned.
Yeah, he's gonna be okay.
You know what he's saying right now? His face.
What?
He's like, so frustrating, because he had to switch the gimbal hand to the non-stung hand.
All right, poor Sherp.
I'm gonna go ahead and remove this string here, because John, this is gonna be like perfectly just on the rare side of medium. I know this is the way you like your steak, so we're gonna cut right across here.
That looks so good,
Look
Chef Greg. Hey, Chef Greg, what about...
That is absolutely
money
slamming right here.
Bada boom, bada
We even
bing.
got Madeline drooling over there.
Yeah, that's like the perfect medium right there.
Dude, this is
Perfect, Chef Greg.
this
You
is next
nailed it.
level.
Hey, Chef Greg, how do you feel about charcoal pellets?
Not a fan at all
Okay.
with charcoal pellets.
Let's talk about it real quick.
Okay, so charcoal pellets are really kind of dangerous. One, they're not going to give you the charcoal flavor that you think you're going to get. But if you use those, you're really going to run the risk of having a burn back. Why? Because those pellets have already essentially combusted, so they ignite really, really easily. And what you do not want to do is have burn back and get a fire in your hopper. And charcoal pellets will absolutely do that. So steer clear of those. Again, use what we use here at recteq. You see all this delicious food that we cook day in, day out. There's no secret behind this.
That's true.
Okay? These are the same exact grills that we sell. They're not dialed up. They're not different than the ones that we ship all across the United States. We fill these pellets up with those Kingsford Classic blend today. That's what we're using.
That's it.
There's no smoke and mirrors, just smoke out of the grill. We cook these for you guys here, live. You watch me butcher this, open,
Preach,
stuff
Chef
it,
Greg.
tied
Preach.
it, seared it off. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you want to be a part of the recteq family, you can cook this all day long.
All day long.
Super simple. Let me give this one more rotation here for the big one. That's looking so good.
Chef Greg, if they want this recipe or any of the other recipes they see on our live shows, what do they need to do? Where do they
So
need
if you
to go?
want this recipe, you can actually save yourself a step. Just go to recteq.com under the recipe tab, drop down the beef. This is the Mediterranean stuffed flank steak.
Ooh.
Or go ahead and jump over to recteq.com/lunchbreak. Put your email address in there. Charlie will type this recipe up. We will softly deliver it to your inbox along with all of the recipes from all of our live shows. Okay? Because we got that Wednesday lunch show, that barbecue.
That's right.
Okay? 50% of barbecue over there is drooling over this Mediterranean flank steak.
Not 50%. I think it's 25%. Aren't there like 4? We got.
Well, 50% of the on-air talent.
Okay, 50. Okay, I got that. 50% on air. Got it.
All right, we're about 100. But look at this. That is that tied. Now you can just slice that into pieces. Be delicious. But Chef John, I think it's the time of the show because it's been 33 minutes, so it's been an official show.
Oh, yeah, you're killing it right now.
I think it's time for you to come over here and get you a bite of this.
Yeah, I think it is time, too.
And I'm going to slice Chef
like
John.
Drooling all
that
over
perfect
myself
bite.
back there in the little sound booth.
So there's your perfect bite right there.
Sweet black baby Jesus. That
Cheers,
looks
buddy.
delicious. Cheers to
Yum.
you, my friend. Oh. Oh, gosh. Creamy. Perfect amount of salt. Char. That spinach did get a little creamy in there.
Then you get like the acidity and the saltiness from that feta cheese.
Mm-hmm. Wowza.
Boom.
You the man. You are the man.
Let me just wet my whistle with that recteq Academy water because it's available at recteq Academy, which we do have a wait list for 2021. I do apologize, people. Again, we have 6 dates in 2021. They are sold out. If you want to get on the wait list, go ahead and shoot me an email at chefgreg@recteq.com. We will release dates for 2022 later in 2021. It's crazy we're talking about 2022.
Are we already sold out in 2021?
Yeah, buddy. All 6 classes.
The word is out, but that's the place to be.
But here's the thing for you guys. Maybe you have a corporate group, okay, about 30 people. You want to have your own recteq Academy. We can offer team building sessions. We had a blast with the boys at Danbert here last weekend.
Oh, man, that was such a good time.
So if you guys maybe want to have a corporate retreat, we can provide a place to do meeting space. So if you want to incorporate a couple days of barbecue and food instruction, some live entertainment, a good chance for you and your coworkers to kind of kick back and relax, we can accommodate that with you guys as well. Just go ahead and reach out to me, and we can definitely set something up for you guys in the future. But I think from all of us here at recteq Worldwide Headquarters, make sure you do us a favor. Make sure you like and subscribe on all social media platforms. If you're watching this on YouTube, that red rectangle over there, go ahead and smash that subscribe button because we would want to bring more of this content to you guys each and every day. But it looks like the sun's starting to get covered up with some clouds again.
It's about that time.
And I think it's about the time that we wrap up that show because we got to eat the rest of this delicious Mediterranean stuffed flank steak. And it's a busy day here at recteq Worldwide Headquarters.
That's right.
Shipping grills all over.
That's right.
So make sure if you guys are on the fence, you've probably seen messages from other companies. The shipping season is going to be crazy this year. Okay, so if you want to get a grill for Christmas, go ahead and get one now. That
Yes,
way you can
sir.
use it up through Christmas. Get that bad boy seasoned in, so you're just like throwing bullseyes
I like
for
how
Christmas.
I like your thinking on this,
Because
Chef Greg.
I don't want to be in the mad rush
No.
and not wait on packages.
No.
Okay, I already decorated my house for Christmas. Why? Because I'm a crazy maniac.
Have you already decorated for Christmas?
Dude, my house is lit.
Oh, that's right. You showed me the
house is
picture
lit
with
this
all the
year.
trees. Chef Greg's got about
Dude,
a million trees in his front
You
yard.
can probably
and
see
they're
my
all
house from
wrapped up
space.
with lights.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
is
throw that out there.
ridiculous. It is
Okay,
big.
but don't be that person that procrastinates. Go ahead and jump over to recteq.com. Place your orders today, because that way you can get it to your loved ones under the tree.
That's right.
Just build the grill, put the box back together, put the box under the tree, get cooking.
That's
But
what
from
I'm
all of
talking
us here at recteq Worldwide Headquarters, you know how we like to end the show. God bless you. God bless the United States, and we will see you
At the recteq. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. recteq lifestyle. Set it and come get it.
Till
When
the sun starts going down, live your life the way you like.
It's
The
the
recteq
recteq lifestyle.
Do, do, do.
Do, do, do.